There is a moment when presence loses its power. Not because you are weak, not because you have nothing to offer, but because you stayed too long. Most people believe power comes from being seen, from speaking more, showing up more, explaining more. But the truth is far more dangerous. Power is not in your presence. Power is in your absence. And those who understand this control attention, desire, and respect. Without saying a word, this is not motivation. This is strategic power psychology. And once you see it, you'll never move the same again. The illusion of constant presence. You've been taught a lie, that to matter, you must always be available, reply fast, show up consistently, stay visible, stay engaged. But constant presence doesn't build value. It erodes it. Think about it. What happens when something is always there? Always accessible, always predictable, always responding? It becomes ordinary, and in power dynamics, what is ordinary is ignored. The more you explain yourself, the more you try to stay relevant, the more you try to maintain connection, the less people feel your importance, because importance is not measured by how much you give. It is measured by what people feel when you are gone. Why absence creates desire. Absence does something that presence never can. It creates uncertainty, and uncertainty is psychological tension. When you are always there, people relax, they stop valuing, they stop noticing. But when you disappear, something shifts. Questions begin to form. Where did they go? Why haven't they replied? Did I lose them? And in that moment, you are no longer being judged, you are being felt. This is the hidden mechanism of power. People do not chase what they understand, they chase what they might lose. The fear of loss principle. Human beings are not driven by gain. They are driven by fear of loss. You can give someone your time for months, and they'll barely notice, but remove it. Suddenly, it becomes priceless. This is why strategic absence works, because it activates something deeper than logic. It activates emotional urgency. You are no longer an option, you become a question. And questions demand answers. The power of pulling back. Most people lean in when they feel tension. They try to fix things, clarify things, hold things together, but the powerful do the opposite. They pull back, not out of fear, but out of control, because pulling back does three things instantly. 1. It resets your value. 2. It exposes the other person's true intentions. 3. It shifts the emotional weight of the interaction. Now, they must come to you. Now, they must prove interest. Now, they must feel your absence. And in that shift, power changes hands. Strategic absence versus weak withdrawal. But understand this clearly. Not all absence is power. Some absence is weakness. Disappearing because you're hurt, because you're afraid, because you don't know what to do, that is withdrawal. And people can feel the difference. Strategic absence is different. It is calm, intentional, unemotional. You are not running. You are choosing not to engage. That distinction is everything. Because one signals insecurity, the other signals control. Silence is uncomfortable, especially for those who expect access to you. When you stop explaining, stop responding immediately, stop filling the space, you force others to confront themselves. They begin to overthink. Did I say something wrong? Are they upset? Did I lose control here? And without realizing it, they start investing more energy into you. This is the paradox. The less you give, the more they think. And the more they think, the more you matter, making people chase without asking. You never have to ask for attention. That's what weak positioning does. Why didn't you text me? Why are you ignoring me? What happened? These questions destroy power because they reveal dependency. Strategic absence removes the need to ask. Instead, you create a vacuum, and nature hates a vacuum. People will fill it with curiosity, with effort, with pursuit. You didn't demand it. You triggered it? The respect equation. Respect is not given to those who are always available. Respect is given to those who seem selective. When you are always present, people assume you have nothing better, but when you are not always there, a different assumption forms. They have priorities, they have standards, they have options, and perception is reality in power dynamics. Strategic absence builds a silent message. Access to me is not guaranteed. And that message commands respect without a word. When to disappear. Timing is everything. Disappear too early. You seem uninterested. Disappear too late. You seem replaceable. The key moment is this. Right when your presence becomes expected. That's when you step back. That's when you create distance. That's when you remind people. You are not permanent. You are a privilege. The emotional detachment factor. Strategic absence only works if you are emotionally detached. If you disappear, but constantly check, constantly wait, constantly hope for a reaction, you lose the advantage because your mind is still present. True absence is internal first. You let go of the need to control outcomes. You let go of the need for validation. And in doing so, you become unpredictable. And unpredictability is power, turning absence into authority. At the highest level, absence is not just a tactic. It becomes part of your identity. You are not always reachable, not always available, not always reacting, and because of that, every time you do show up, it matters more. Your words carry weight. Your presence feels intentional. Your attention feels earned. You are no longer background noise. You are an event. The final lesson, most people try to win by doing more. More talking, more explaining, more proving. But power doesn't work that way. Power is not an effort. Power is in control of perception. And sometimes, the strongest move you can make is to step back, say nothing, and let your absence speak for you, because when done correctly, they won't forget you, they won't replace you, they won't ignore you, they will feel you, even when you're gone.